Ndị Igbo ekene m unu. Asị m ka nke echikwelu ya zelu. Anyị si ndụ mmiri ndụ azụ, mmiri atara m azụ anwụra. Asa dịrị mma na eke, dịrị mma na orie, fọzara mma na afọ, fọzara mma na nkwọ, ụzọ ahịa anọ nke ndị Igbo ji biri. Asị na ya dịra n'Igbo na mma o. Ise ise ise. Dịka o si dị ka agbapụ na ya ọsọ igosi na ya bụ ife anyị ji maka ya wee bịa. Mana tupu anyị aga n'igosi na ya bụ ife, ọ bụla nke a bụ ụbọchị izi gị, ị na-ejete afụ chanel anya n'igbe akwụkwọ ka baro ka ị like and subscribe ọ, tinyekwa kọmentị, share ekwe ya, tụsa ya bụ ozi ka ụmụnne anyị dị n'ebe dị iche iche wee nụ ya bụ ife na-eme n'obodo a. Dịka o si dị, ihe wetara unu tata bụ nnukwu ọpdeti dị oke mkpa. Mma nchọ ka onye ọbụla misie ya, mma nchọ ka ị ga ya bụ ife, ị ga-esi ya bụ ife wetara unu gbasa maka ya bụ ife na-eme n'obodo anyị nọ n'ime ya. And nwere onwe ndị Igbo na-azọ drọpụra ya ọnụ kọmentị n'ihe a nwanne anyị nwoke kwuru n'iru akwụkwọ dị oke mkpa ka anyị mara ife iche n'ụdị nke gị. All right, over to you, sir.
I am your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. Nigerians have not changed. They either use religion, regionalism, tribalism, and party politics to deceive themselves and end up complaining in the future. When these protests started, End Bad Governance protests started, even before now, some of us have aired our views that the Igbos should not be part of this protest. That if they did, it would be because Peter Obi, it would be interpreted that because Peter Obi did not win the presidential election or was not given the presidential mandate by the courts. Number two, if there was violence, the Igbos will lose more. Thirdly, we felt that the Igbos are so entrepreneurial that if there's increase in prices of goods, they were the last segment of this country to feel hunger, because if you increase price of dollar, they will increase price of spare parts. They are so enterprising that they will increase prices of their goods and services and they won't feel the pain. Now let's come to these people saying that Igbos must go. There are simple questions I want you to answer. How many buildings do you own in Yoruba land? You, the persons agitating. I'm not talking of Yoruba people. The persons agitating. What do you own in that land? How many buildings do you own in Lekki, Banana Island, Aja, even in Ajegule or Kokomaiko or Gowon Estate or wherever? Many of these individuals are very jobless, unproductive, lazy people, jealousy infested, toxic human beings. Most of them have nothing to show. You think a reasonable Yoruba man that has a restaurant where Igbos come to eat and other tribes come to eat will say that Igbos must go? Or a Yoruba man who has tenants and the Igbos are most likely to pay their rent more regularly will tell them to go? No. Another question I want to ask him. The buildings in Lagos and the businesses in Lagos, there are Indians controlling a large part of your economy. South African businesses controlling a lot of your economy. Let me quickly talk about South Africa now. You lazy South Africans that are the unit that is lazy, not all South Africans, that are lazy in Hillbrow, in all the other townships, different townships that did ethnic violence, xenophobic violence against Mozambicans, Zimbabweans, Nigerians, and other Somalis and other nationalities. How many businesses do you own in Germiston, How many businesses do you own in Duduza? How many businesses do you own in all in Durban and all over these places? Very enterprising South Africans, traveled South Africans are not afraid of foreigners. They see foreigners as diversifying their economies. I know a few immigrants to South Africa are criminals. I know that. They should target those criminals and arrest them. The South African police is very, very competent. But several of the gangs in Cape Town, in Durban, and all those places are controlled by indigenous South Africans. So when you see people practice xenophobia, they are usually the very, very unproductive, very lazy, the ones that cannot be competitive, the ones that have inferiority complex, the ones that are toxic. I have a friend, not a very close friend. I went to his farm. He farms plantains, he has poultry, he has 1,000 acres of palm trees, and he's living well. So I asked him a simple question. How do you pray? Do you pray against witches to die, to fall down and die, Holy Ghost fire to pursue them? He said no, that he dares not pray that prayer. That some of his customers are witches and wizards. That if they die, his business will go down. He needs the witches and wizards to keep buying from him to make his turnover increase. If all Igbos, if all other tribes leave Lagos, some of you complaining now, you will still not do well. You will not do well because you be mumu. Real economic mumorism, they worry you. So, let's go back to history. Idi Amin came into power. He said Indians should go. Indians left Uganda and went to different parts of the world. Did the economy of Uganda improve? No. Did the Ugandans take over the businesses of Indians and fill the void? No. Kenya has had Indians with them and they are doing well. They are living happily together. I was in Mumias. I saw Indians, sugarcane factory, tea production, and all that. So if you drive Igbos from Lagos, from Yoruba land, will that improve the economy? Will it improve your personal economy? Will it increase your academic performance? Most of you have dull. Most of those people saying Igbos must go, you are dullards. Igbo must go as if they leave the whole of Lagos for you, you can stay there. Or leave the whole of Yoruba land for you, you can stay there. The next thing, we said Ghana must go. And we drove Ghanaians. Ghanaians drove Nigerians at a time. Did the economy improve? No, the Ghanaian economy after some time came down until Jerry Rawlings and a few others came and the Ghanaian economy is up. They did redecimalization of their currency. The next thing, Nigerians foolishly said, Ghana must go. And we sent our brothers back to their country. Is our country better than their own now? No. We are going to school, our children are going to school in Ghana. So of what benefit? People said Jews were their problems in Europe and Germany and several parts of Europe. They persecuted them, exterminated them, drove the Jews away. And the Jews had their own country in 1948. Are those countries better than Israel? No. The Jews have done much better. Driving people away from your place, from your country, your states, your tribe, your country, your villages, is against God's law of maltreating strangers and aliens that live among you. I know why people hate Igbo people. I've lived in Igbo land and I have Igbo friends. These people are so enterprising. I'll be going to dedicate a house built by an Igbo man. somewhere. As I was coming out with him, I told him, do you know why they hate Igbos? He said, no. I said, look at this, your building now. Then look at the surrounding buildings owned by natives. You want to concrete the road for them. Initially, they resisted you, but now you want to concrete the road so that the road will be good. Look at your building with solar energy, so beautiful. How many years have you come here? Because you have produced results and you have built this magnificent building, it will attract jealousy. That's the simple reason. When I built my school around here, I lived a very simple life, lived a very frugal life, worked hard with my wife, made my money predominantly, my seed capital predominantly from outside, the books I sold, the honorarium I was given. My fellow people here were laughing at my wife and I. We didn't dress well, we didn't live well and all that. And we built that magnificent school. If you like, be angry, I call it magnificent. If you are very angry, go and try it. Built it, and people, one woman was complaining to another woman. Didn't know she was my sister from Ofoma. He said, see this Igbo man and his wife that came here, that our people are very foolish. This Igbo man and his wife that came here, they have started taking our money away from here and taking our money. Were your hands tied? I'm not an Igbo man. I'm an Orobo man. When I was living my craw life, my wife was not dressing well. Even till today, I don't dress expensively. Somebody came to my company and said, this is your Mercedes, we need to fire it. Fire it to where? I'm economizing it because I don't have the money to repair it. I will fire it. I don't live like you people. And I managed to build a system. You are not jealous that I'm an Igbo man. No. When you blocked the street that my vehicles should not pass, I removed, my wife threw away the things. You were jealous. You hindered me, but I have progressed. Most people hate the Igbos because they are more entrepreneurial, more committed to their businesses. There are few bad eggs of Igbo people around. Then some people, when I did the first video, why do you hate Igbos in their own country? How many Yoruba boys are apprentices in Onitsha? How many Urobo people are apprentices in Onitsha? Have you been to Onitsha and they rejected you? My tailor, Venus Stitches, went to learn sewing clothes in Aba and is doing well. How many of you are ready to follow the rigorous discipline and sacrifices of mentorship in Igbo land? You will complain. And so this call that Igbos must go is a diversionary, divisive, stupid, momentous call. That is not part of the problem. The Igbos did not say you should protest. And if they said you should protest and you did protest, are you not a fool? Are they the ones that convinced you to protest? Use your head, Nigerians. Una no dey think, Nigerians. Una no dey think at all. You always look for a wrong person to blame for your problems. Anyway, I have a webinar. We just finished one webinar, second and third, powerful, from different countries of the world. When I say different countries of the world, people go dey vex. No be my fault. Now, wetin I desired since I was young. I'm enjoying what I had desired and worked towards. On the 13th and on the 14th of September, we have an online webinar coming up. It's tagged Sustainable Development in Life, Career, Business, and Ministry. Send a message to +234 705213 6763. I will send you the flyer. I have invested so much on real estate. I have a lot of lands for sale in Delta State here. Still send a message to +234 705213 6763. God bless you.
ndị be anyị ekelekwanụ m unu dịka unu si wepụta oge unu igekwa ya bụ ife nnukwu ozi dị oke mkpa eji maka ya wee bịa n'iru akwụkwọ na Igbo midia bụ ebe anyị si wee na-wetara unu ya bụ nnukwu ozi dị oke mkpa gbasịta maka ihe na-eme n'obodo anyị nọ n'ime ya, ana gbasịta maka nnwere onwe ndị Igbo na-azọ, ana gbasịta maka Maazị Nnamdi Kanu Ladies. Dịka ị nụrụ ihe nwanne anyị nwoke kwuru n'iru akwụkwọ, ka efi were ikwu n'udo nke gị asị gị kwuo ka efi were ikwu maka na otu aka o jedebe njọ ọ ya adịkwanụ mma. Ọgwụ na ọtụ ụmụnne m, achọrọ m ka unu tinyere anyị alụ nke unu ife unu chere n'iru akwụkwọ ikwucha ya bụ ife kapa arụsie ya kwurụta ụmụnne anyị ndị ọzọ ntị daalụ rinne na ụmụnne m kpọmọ na